because I sat in that first meeting going, these are the tools I need to move a patient to better health. It's more than throwing a pharmaceutical at a symptom. Now I'm getting my toolbox filled with things I can do to help move them. I fell in love with it, but it is a passion.
And since depression is big, I mean, you know, women are on antidepressants, men are on antidepressants. Do you think they're being given out too easily?
Oh my gosh, yes.
But they do work.
They work, but the long-term effects of these antidepressants aren't totally appreciated. So for example, there's now a study out that says people who take antidepressants have a much higher incidence of stroke. Why?
Interesting.
Again, I go back to the interconnectedness of everything. That's the inflammation that's not being addressed.
Okay. So you don't think you're getting too advanced, right?
It's peeling an onion. I'm loving the journey. It's peeling
Really?
the onion.
But to take, you know, when I hear stories or I read some of these books that say, you know, that medicine is at a point where women are going to, it'll be common to live past 100 and feel good and have a sex life. Do you believe that?
I do. I do.
And do you believe that there's a protective benefit with bioidentical hormones or a regeneration that takes place?
I think there's a protective benefit because it keeps your bones healthy, it keeps your brain healthy, it keeps your heart healthy, it keeps your mind healthy. So I think there's a very much a protective benefit from these hormones. Otherwise, you catapult into accelerated aging.
Now, by the way, I don't understand it all, but I do know when I've been to a couple of these conferences, they don't like these pharmaceutical drugs to preserve bone. Actresses, you don't like those either.
Oh my gosh, they're so ill-conceived. They're
so
terrible.
You don't like it at all?
There's a diagnostic code now called Fosamax fracture. I don't know if I can say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
But where women are on these drugs for more than 5 years, and now they not only they don't have to fall, they just have to stand and turn a certain way.
But they must work, right?
No.
I mean, there must be some stats
They build bone, but they make a much more brittle bone, and now they're at risk of a spontaneous fracture. I don't even have to fall. I just have to stand there.
Is there any science to back any of this up?
It's ill-conceived. It was used initially for people with Paget's disease and things like that, and they used to pulse it. So you'd be on for a little bit and then off. And somewhere somebody forgot that. And now it's just this remineralization of the same bone over and over and over again until it's a very brittle,
okay, but women have
bone
problems. They have osteoporosis problems.
But
so what do you do?
Oh my gosh, there's a whole program not using those pharmaceuticals that can rebuild bone.
What, calcium? Take calcium?
Calcium, magnesium, vitamin D, hormone treatment, exercise, change your diet. It's an inflammatory program, and on and on.
So if a woman comes to you on one of these bone building or preserving drugs, you roll your eyes. Boy, you have to contain yourself on this.
I do, because
they're ripped off immediately?
I will
if you
build,
can?
But I will build their program. I will create for them a program looking at all of those things and put the pieces in place and get them off those medicines.
Okay, and you're also used to be boarded in family practice medicine, so you've been dealing with health.
Yeah. Well, and I still do it because I can't separate one part of medicine from another. So if somebody's sick, I'm going to treat their illness, but my focus is what next? What can I do now to move you to better health so you're not sick again?
Okay, and bioidentical hormones are everything that they say. That when we're talking about good things, I mean, are they miracles for some people?
I never say a panacea for anything. You know, it's a piece
of
the
puzzle. But for some women, I mean, do they say, oh my goodness, doctor, you gave me my life back?
Sometimes it's quite that miraculous, yes.
Really? How often? Like where they say, oh my goodness, this saved my marriage. Oh my goodness, I have more energy.
I just don't want to paint it as a panacea, right? Because it's a piece of a puzzle.
I'm trying to get you to say that,
but it is. It's a piece of a puzzle, and you have to look at the whole puzzle.
With stress reduction, proper nutrition, everything you're doing.
Oh my gosh, food as medicine is so big, and that's a big part of it.
Okay, good.
It's a big part of it.
All right. So if somebody is suffering in the menopause, they don't have to.
Don't.
And they could call you direct.
Absolutely.
And you're right there in this big, beautiful place in Encinitas.
Yes.
I want to thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you,
Always
Randy.
a pleasure.
Always
a pleasure. You've been watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. If you would like to see this interview again or direct a friend to this interview, you can go to our website and put in Dr. Cole or bioidentical hormones, and she will show up. And of course, we're always looking for guests with something great to say. For now, I wish you good health.
Thanks for watching The Wellness Hour. the leader in medical news with your host, Randy Alvarez, the authority on health issues.